So I'm not a male, I'm not a female, but I'm not in the middle, ambiguous androgyny. I'm in the middle, but kind of towards the female. And this is me coming out to all of you. Hi, my name's Andrea Pimentel. I use the pronouns she and her. I make videos about human connection and being queer. But today is a little bit different. So, how do I identify? There's a lot of words to find what really resonates with you. I came out as non-binary, but I kind of misunderstood it. I kind of thought there were 3 genders now, male, female, and in the middle. But the middle didn't really feel right. It's not just 3 settings. Being non-binary means you don't really adhere to any binary. And like gender and we as humans, it's a spectrum. So I'm not a male, I'm not a female, but I'm not in the middle, ambiguous androgyny. I'm in the middle, but kind of towards the female. But I don't identify fully as female. I'm not going to change my gender to female legally. I'm going to have it as X. If we're going to get really specific, just in case people are curious, I would be a non-binary, and then demi-girl, which means half girl, and then within that, magi-girl, which means mostly girl. But instead of explaining all of that, another way would be, that I like better, is trans-feminine, so not the gender you're born in, feminine, non-binary. And that works for me, because as I understand it, and what I've come to accept is that being trans means that gender is different than the one you were assigned at birth. That's how I know I am. That's how, it's not so much of a, deciding, obviously, being queer, being trans isn't a choice. It's this wonderful euphoric feeling that replaces the dysphoria. I used to think my lips were too fat. I used to think my legs were too fat. I used to think my voice was too high. I used to think I wasn't manly enough or strong enough. And now I just feel good. When my dad calls me Andrea, hija, I feel good. When my mother calls me Andrea, it feels good. When people don't assume I'm a man and say miss or she or girl, that feels really good. So I thought being non-binary meant I had to be a they, which is perfectly valid for lots of people. But for me, that wasn't the case. And now that I'm she, I feel good. And then I had another way of stress thinking, okay, I have to be a woman. But it's not that either. It's somewhere in between. I'm not going to do surgeries. I don't feel the need to. Maybe in the future, if I could have an extra body and upload my brain to it. But for now, I feel good the way I am. It's a gender thing, not a sexuality thing. Not a physical thing, but a social and emotional thing. It's kind of hard to explain. If you feel the way I do, you'll understand me. If you don't, the important part is refer to me as she, woman, sister, amiga, hermana, tia, aunt. Remember, it's Andrea now. I don't like the other names I've had, and they didn't really feel right, and this one does, and I'm happy with it. Learning how to do makeup, I'm not the best at it yet. It's what feels good, and I'm really happy. And even though other things in my life are a little up in the air, knowing who I am, feeling good, and feeling pretty has just made the world of a difference. Lately, it's been a little overwhelming, because it's hard when you feel a certain way and you think you're the only one who's felt that way and you don't know if you're allowed to feel that way. But online I found other people who feel like me, so that really helped. So thank you to those. I'm really happy. I feel good. And that's all I need to tell you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. I also want to recognize how privileged I am to live where I live and to be alive in a time where people like me are more and more accepted. I'll leave links below to helpful articles and resources that help me feel like I wasn't alone and I was understood. I'll see you next time.